Hey, Lucas, you are on mute, and maybe I am not on mute. So I hope somebody can hear me and Lucas will
Great.
resolve his mic.
This is how we want to start the show. Amazing. Let me just bring in the guests right away, so we don't waste any time. Hello, guys. This is
Hello,
the
everyone.
Barnard Launch stream. I have the great pleasure of being joined by Robert and Andre today. Two core engineers that contributed greatly to this new update. We're going to talk all about that first. Then we're going to watch if the network still works at epoch change, a tense moment. Then we're going to try it out. There is a participatory element here. So one of the things I want to do real quick is get all of you guys to say GM or hello in the chat, just to make sure we're working there. You might want to keep your hero tag or something like that close for a later segment. But yes, while you guys do that, I want to say hi to Robert and slow down for just a second. How are you, Robert? How excited are you about this update?
Hey, it's been a long time coming, this. A lot of work has been done in this, a lot of code. Uh, it's always a little bit stressful, especially in the end when we try to chaos test and try everything to break it. Um, it went pretty smooth, and then hopefully today we will have a nice activation and everything, like it will kickstart some new kind of development on the chain.
The second person here, Andre.
Hey,
Andre
how are
just
you?
ran to the office to make this stream. After all, we had some miscommunication, but
Yeah.
nothing on the technical end. How are you doing, Andre?
Hey, doing great, doing great. Yeah, it was it was fun. It was not clear to me, are we still doing this or not? Because most people, then I realized everybody will be from home. But I was like, yeah, I'm in CBO. Let's do this. Let's be in the office. The office is always nicer. Oh, right.
And we have all the stats and things there, so that should
Yeah.
be good. Also, I mean, if everybody in the chat wants to tell us where they're tuning in from, that would be super cool. Getting an overview where the audience is tuning in from. But let's start with this upgrade because we only have about 10 minutes now before it actually goes live. Let's talk a little bit, and maybe starting with Andre. What kind of work went into this? What was the main things, the main problems you guys were trying to solve? And yeah, some big moments and big things, according to you, that are coming and changing with Barnard.
Oh yeah, long story, a long list of things that were going to had to be released at some point, and Barnard was like this stop between this pit stop between Spica and Supernova. We needed to have sort of like both Spica and Supernova are super ambitious releases, and Barnard is ambitious too, but it's a bit on a lower level, a bit more smaller features. I mean, it's only small if you compare it to Supernova, and Spica, which were both like huge, like on a multiverse X scale. Even the more real. Initially, we hope with a more relaxed releases. Even those are pretty big and with a lot of features. So there's a long list of features. We had a lot of improvements on the VM that we wanted to get live on the mainnet that had accumulated over time. One of the biggest ones was so on the one hand, we had fallible transactions because smart contracts want to send transactions to other smart contracts, and in case the destination contract fails, you want to be able to recover from that. It was an old task that we wanted to get done, had been required for a long time, and now we're finally able to do it. We had, of course, very, very important in preparation for Supernova. We had to add all these hooks that give you block time, which is very important because block time is going to change, and we couldn't just do it all in one go. You need some time to prepare your smart contracts, to take the block time into account, stuff like that. And also, we realized that all the timestamps we needed were in milliseconds, because once you have sub-second finality, and if the granularity of your measurements is like 1 second, that's too big. You need sub-second timestamps. What else? Oh yes, and then what actually took very long to actually iron out and finish everything about was the new governance. The governance had been ready for quite some time, but it actually took a lot of time to test, because we wanted everything to be perfect. We wanted everything to be well ironed out. And you know what happens with all these releases? You start testing, and if you find no bugs that you can then you can release immediately, and it's great. But if you find bugs, then you have to fix those bugs, which usually takes very little time. But then you have to start the testing all over again to make sure that everything works fine. So yeah, actually last, I think 2 or 3 weeks were mostly about governance and the system smart contracts. And I don't know about my colleagues, but at least on my part, we actually spent a lot of time not only testing them directly, but also building the tools to test them. So we have all kinds of little projects that do all kinds of stress testing on all these system smart contracts and making sure that everything works perfect. So I think what else did I miss? Robert, maybe.
Leave some for Robert. Exactly, Robert.
Yeah.
Fill in the gaps here. What are the most important, most exciting things that you think Barnard is bringing? And let's maybe talk about some of the breakthroughs that you made along the way here.
So one big thing, I think it's governance, as Andrei was mentioning. Actually, it's been online since 2 years ago, but after we made that upgrade, we have found out a problem with the delegate vote system, and then we still had to use snapshotting mechanisms for the governance. So we fixed those things, and then late in the testing process, after audits, after all the reviews, after AI checked everything, super late in the testing process, we still found 2 or 3 issues, which pushed us back a little bit in the release schedule. Like we were ready or already running on DevNet when we figured out 1 or 2 problems. So it's like it were minor, but on the mainnet you want the best code possible. But yeah, with this we are actually, let's say, elevated out from the 99% of the blockchains which do not have a full on-chain governance mechanism, and this starts from Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the others as well. They don't have, and then this is a way in which not only validators but every single individual, whether he holds liquid staking assets or it is delegated directly, will have access to vote and to have a voice, and the network can be as big as the voice around this. Another big thing is that what others don't really have, it's back transfers and back transfers functionality. And then we figured out there was a small issue with it, and combined with the multi-ESDT NFT transfer functions, which are now, you can choose to have a fallable or a non-fallable one with back transfers, just enables you to integrate any smart contract with 1 line of code. So you can write all your fancy applications on top of a DeFi like X Exchange or AshSwap or Atom without actually knowing what is happening under the hood of these DeFi apps. You are writing an abstraction, and you are just need to call one single one single line of code. You write, you call everything with all the transfers you want to make. It gathers all the transfers you made with all the results, and you can just make a super good decision in it. This is a feature which is pretty much needed by Soxno lending and borrowing protocol, and that will be big as well, super big, with all positions tokenized and stuff like that. And then for, let's say, the last part is this kind of upgrades for Supernova in order for contracts to migrate to milliseconds. And then when the Supernova upgrade comes, everything is just smooth sailing, no fuss, no nothing around it. So this was needed in Barnard. In terms of like how big this upgrade is again 50,000 lines of code. A lot of improvement have been done on the back end of the, let's say, of the VM and the back end of the tree structures and transfer structures, and a lot of optimizations came there in order to be faster and to prepare for even more capacity when it comes to Supernova.
Amazing. Were there any moments where I think I asked this about the Andromeda upgrade, like where you guys were like just stuck in some with some really big problems, like how do we figure this out? And then somebody said something silly, or there was some eureka moment of sorts where somebody solved a problem sort of unexpectedly. Was there any like surprising breakthroughs for this one?
The surprise was when we started to test, and then some of the things fall, and then we figured out that let's say we had the same issues in other cases in the old code, and then we had to fix it properly. We had some moments where we thought that one of the endpoints should work like this, and then discussing with the developers, they said that no, they will not use like this, they want to use it like that, especially on the fallable functionalities. And also there was a lot of ideation of how to make, let's say, an even further transition in a subsequent release to the full async v3 model, which like encompasses all the composability into this one nice package. I do think that one of the most important aspects of blockchain or Web3 after decentralization is and permissionless access is the fact that you have composability, and that whether you can offer the best composability for your developers in a safe way without reentrancy problems, without scamming, without all kinds of those attacks, but in a super nice way, then it's just builds an amazing feature, and then every developer just enjoys it. And yeah, it was a long time in the making, this kind of back transfers with ESDT, with fallable transactions or not, and to create a sort of package out of it to for everybody to enjoy. And I think that right now we have the best composability out of all the blockchain space.
Anything to add there, Andre?
Oh wow. Yeah. So what
So
people
we
I
only
think.
have about 1 minute. I'm not even sure.
Oh
Is there a
wow,
count?
wow.
You know,
Okay. Do we do a countdown?
you know, if anybody should do it, I have just the guy, but yeah, maybe go ahead and do a quick explainer, 30 second.
What
thoughts.
I think people have to get out of this is that it might seem magical what we decide to develop and what we decide not to develop, but actually a lot of our development is driven by the community and the project that built on us. For instance, even the fallible, like Robert even mentioned that, and I think it's important to really point this out and really emphasize it, because a lot of these features that you hear, you might think, why are the guys spending all this precious time developing them? But most of them are simply coming from the community, coming from the projects that built on MultiversX, like Soxno, Hatom, and so on, and a lot of smaller projects as well. We actually talk to the guys a lot, and anytime there's something missing from them, on our side, we try to prepare and come up with it. So yeah.
I teased him, and here he is, the godfather of countdowns, Benjamin Minku Bernardios the 12th. How are you?
Hello. How's it going, guys?
I
and
think
community and friends and so on. How are you guys?
very, very good. I think we're ready to watch the launch. I'm not sure if Andre, you can maybe share your screen and we'll watch the chain go from go through the epoch change
From 0 to 1.
from 0 to 1. If you have anything there, I can also share
We
the
have
screen.
17 more rounds to go, so it's like little bit more than 1 minute.
Okay, that's the
16
math,
rounds to go.
math champ right there.
Don't
Okay.
hold your breath.
Exactly. Oops, I
Oh,
shared too
no.
early. Sorry about that. Let me unshare that so people don't see your private stuff. But we're ready to watch the launch here live in about a minute. Benjamin, maybe a quick thought on the significance of this moment.
This is awesome to have it done. Whatever step we do, when it's done, it's the best feeling in the world. So a big congrats to the team, big congrats to the validators and so on. But the significance of it is having, on the one hand, governance fully on chain is remarkable, and then having another step in preparation to Supernova. Everything leads to Supernova. So we're just getting extremely close with this step, and we could not be more excited to see it finally done. Done. I'm going to repeat this 1,000 times whenever we wake up and someone asks something, hey, why is this other thing not done? I'll just mention done.
Okay. How many seconds are we away here? 3 rounds left.
3
Okay.
rounds left. Oh my god.
10 seconds, around 10 seconds.
Benjamin, this is your time to count down.
10, 9,
I
7,
think it's 3,
5,
2, 1.
1.
One and it's gone.
Okay. So we should see the epoch change here. Last time we had these great metrics from Lucian. We'll hopefully get to that. It seems like, yeah, you guys moderate this because I don't know what's happening. Tell us.
Simple. The meta chain have gone into the epoch change, and then as Andromeda has one block finality, everybody just followed it through. So right now, the rewards for the later for the previous epoch are distributed among the validators, and then the epoch change has been done. The new functions are activated, so everybody can start to deploy their new contracts if they want.
Amazing. We also welcome the Lord of the Chains, Lucian Minku. How are you doing?
How's it going, guys? I heard there's a party here and could not hold myself not coming in and celebrate and say big congrats to the entire team, community validators, everybody involved. Actually, this is a another very special moment for the protocol. After 7 years,
Too much
today,
delivery, guys. Too much delivery. Too much delivery. I feel like we've had this conversation so recently, but yeah.
It really is amazing, right? Like this is the second large upgrade in as many months. Can't emphasize that enough. Pretty exciting. I am very excited and kind of nervous about the next segment because we were thinking, okay, how do we actually test if this works? I had a stupid idea. The graphics department luckily indulged me in something. So we're going to try something. And also in the chat, if you're reading this, there will be some interactive elements. I might need your hero tag. I might need, your hero tag. You should have a hero tag. Everybody should have a hero tag. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and embarrass myself.
Let's
Guys,
see if we get the blue screen or not. Hopefully.
Exactly.
Hopefully not. Hopefully
Let's
not.
see how this goes. Here is the next segment, and I'm very excited about it. Will it send? This is the segment. I'm trying this on. We're gonna see if this is a good day for science. I brought my science batch. I brought everything, and we're gonna try and send some transactions here.
Whoa.
Geez.
Definitely seems to be working.
It is working thus far. So what we're going to do is 5 things. We have 5 things prepared. I prepared a wallet. I'm going to share my screen to let you guys partake in this. We have some items in this wallet. I'm going to log in and I'm going to start sending them out. Of course, I'm using
Are
my
you using those VR glasses? Are the new Apple Vision glasses what you're currently wearing?
These are actually really bad because I barely can see because they actually have things. We're gonna,
I do not have such useless things as Apple Watch, or Apple, not Watch, the Apple Big VR.
exactly.
This is just ski goggles, you know.
So this is 3 of the elements. I'll talk about the first one that we're gonna send. I'm gonna send this one to somebody I know with the hero tag MFER. I'm not gonna comment on what that stands for, but this is a hot potato. This is a brand new NFT. Basically, you obviously don't want to end up with the hot potato. So we're gonna see if with the Barnard upgrade we can still send NFTs. I'm confirming this now on the wallet and. See, I can't even touch this. And we'll see if it sends. And hope that it does.
Will it send?
Will it send?
Will it send?
Okay with that, yeah.
I think we're still waiting for confirmation here.
Yes, yes.
We can look on. Oh, the transaction is completed.
Oh,
That means
nice.
yes, it sends. This one has sent.
Nice.
Very amazing. The next one, and this is where the audience participation is required. We have an exclusive new SFT collection, the Barnana. It's beautiful and it's unique. Well, it's almost unique. There's 69 editions of it. So post your hero tag in the chat, and I will
I want it. I want.
post your hero tag in the chat too, please. Mandarina 001 is the one I'm seeing first. So I'm gonna
Awesome
do
stuff. I saw Buenos Aires is with us, US is with us, Europe is with us.
Okay, we
Not
have an
bad, guys.
SFT. First SFT transfer. Here's the confirmation. I'm signing it on my Exporter wallet, and we'll see if it sends. I see some more hero tags in there. I'm gonna send, I think, 2 or 3 more Barnanas. I'm sorry. After this,
Nice.
The good thing is that nothing is broken, especially when a little bit of, let's say, gas usage stuff was changed, so optimized in order to be prepared for Supernova. So it's great to see that all these more complex operations are working.
yeah, very interested. Here, this is still taking a minute. We could watch the Explorer, I guess. One, we can see, by the way, here in the Explorer that Dwarf Star has sent MFer a hot potato. We'll see if he gets rid of it. And we can see here, oh, almost a minute ago. So about time. Yes, this one sent as well. I'm gonna see who's next in the chat. I can barely see, like I said, lead drug. We're gonna send one more Barnana, and then we're gonna move on to another segment here. I forgot what I said as a hero tag. Sorry, lead drug. LEDRAG. Here it is. Here comes your Barnana, and the chain is working. Amazing, guys. Congratulations to the entire team. There will be more Barnanas sent out. This is featured and sponsored by X Alliance, the great community accelerator on MultiversX. So the rest of the 69 bananas will also find a home. The next thing I want to talk about is a great token called Hugs. Something that we all need once in a while, especially when we're on Twitter and seeing messages that we don't want to see there. So I'm going to send some hugs. I think I have 69 million of them. I'm going to send 1 million to the next person I see after the banana transaction. has gone through. So keep spamming your hero tags in the chat, please. And I think we can just confirm that this has sent on the chain. Yes, it has reached Ledrag. Yes, it has. Next up, we have the tokens. We're gonna send this hugs token, a million of them, to the next person I see in the chat, and that is Bannister 4, BN 4, and I will send 69 of these.
How easy it is that you don't have to copy 32 bytes of addresses of all the gimmicks.
Preach.
This
Here-
is the power of
Yeah.
hero tags. Like a
100%.
little addition, but it makes life so easy.
And we can see here the hugs are underway on the new main chain upgraded to Barnard. Have a little pending button here, but should get confirmation in just a minute. And then we have the first hugs out there. We'll probably spread the hugs around as well. I think our friends from Pulsar Money actually have hugs integrated, so you can send them directly via social pay on Twitter. This is not an ad. This is just a fact. We'll see. This seems like a cross-chain transaction. There's already a success here, which leads us to conclude that yes, it sends. The last thing, and I have to tell a little bit of a story here that I'm going to send before we do a cool new element, is this one. You can see this is not a new NFT. This, in fact, goes back to the Elrond days, December 6th, 2021. And here's the story of this NFT. I used to host in an NFT community a poker night. And there was always a silent character called Mr. Benson who played every week, but he never said anything. We were all on voice chat. This person one day said, I made this NFT and this is my dog. He passed away a year ago, but I want him to keep traveling the blockchain for the rest of his life. And so he made this commemorative NFT, and we used to send it to whoever won the poker night as a special gift to keep him traveling. So now the NFT was still in a wallet, and I had to retrace it and got it back from one of the players, and it now it will continue traveling. So this is a very, very special NFT. This is, something that you should send to another friend, maybe somebody who likes dogs. So if you like dogs and you like this story and you want to be the next home for Mr. Benson for a while, please put your hero tag in the chat, and I will send this to you. I see somebody requesting a banana. You're not getting the dog. That I can tell you. Swiss Arg, you sound like a dog lover. Swiss Arg, please take good care of Mr. Benson, and we'll send
In Switzerland.
We'll send Mr. Benson on his way and see if Mr. Benson sends. This is the confirmation. I'm tapping it. Face ID has failed, understandably so. And here it goes. We can see Mr. Benson hopefully being sent. I think I messed that up. Somehow here I didn't get a confirmation. Let's try again. Swiss Arg. Great. Send NFT. We're confirming. Ay. Okay. We will send Mr. Benson by logging out, logging back in, just demonstrating all the functionalities of this wallet, and coming back to it. By the way, if you have a wallet and you are using Xportal, it's the bull market. Make sure you are activating your Guardian. So even if somebody steals your precious seed phrase, don't let that lying around. You can still keep your funds and then just move them. Okay, an error has occurred. Let's see if that's true. Is Mr. Benson not sending? Mr. Benson is sending.
Argentina, Mrs. Swiss Arg.
Swiss Arc. Mr. Benson is traveling to Argentina on the blockchain. Mr. Benson has sent, which leads us to confirm that indeed NFTs and Mr. Benson. Do send. Okay, next and last thing here, participatory. This is, you're gonna need your smartphones for this and your camera. This is a feature we actually haven't released, but we built something with X Alliance a while ago, which is a raffle system that works on chain that can be used at events. We've tried it a couple times, and now this is the first time we're trying it on a large scale. So we are going to give away some EGLD. Again, thank you for sponsoring this X Alliance. And all you have to do is scan this QR code and then sign a message. This is actually doable without any.
Is this a type of QR code that doubles the money?
This is literally, for some people, will go from 0 to 1, you know? So we have, I think, 6.9 EGLD left in this wallet. There will be no EGLD left in this wallet once we're done with this raffle. I think it's just going to be one winner, but we can make an on-chain vote on that in 4 weeks when that is live on Barnard. Yeah, for now, please scan this QR code. And while that is going on, and people are registering, let's go back. Let's stop this silly segment for a little bit. Maybe I'll take off the glasses. I'll keep on the wisdom here. Let's talk about Barnard for a little bit longer. Lucian and Benjamin, whoever wants to go first. What's the sort of significance of keeping this delivery pace of delivery up, and the new things that we're bringing with this update? Whoever wants to go first here.
Lucian, age before beauty, please. Don't be shy. Don't be shy.
Definitely. Yeah.
You're left out of words.
Definitely. No. I'm actually. So here's. Yeah. I was actually just checking. For a second. The beauty of the screen that gives me peace. When let me see if it still works. If I'll stop my camera, I'm not sure if you can bring up my screen. This amazing.
There it is.
Amazing. Just the usual screen that checks actually the status of the systems. So far, again, everything seems extremely good. Working actually, and yeah, but now going back to the importance of stuff. So first, I think it's critical to push stuff out, to maintain actually all the delivery, the timelines that we have actually proposed, but then also while going and shipping this kind of features, I think the intensity goes to 100 actually very fast, especially pushing and making sure that the code that is actually being has been written actually gets properly tested and polished, and also made and brought to 100% functionality to what we have promised. And that's, I think, the process that every time brings most of the teams together. Most of the, I think, perhaps the most intense feelings for people all together actually coming and making sure that the deadline that we propose are actually kept, and then also the entire process is streamlined to until we're here actually with cameras. And also, funny enough, we are actually still doing a bit the same procedure after 7 years. I think I think 5 years of mainnet soon, but 7 years I was referring since since the beginning. Now to the specific of the features, I think there has been some very very good progress being made, especially for the throughput of the network. So when it comes to the bot protection on this kind of public systems, it's kind of debatable how far can a chain be protected from DDoS when its APIs or connectivity is open to the public, and especially with a very low cost. I think on that particular part, one specific feature which is the gas penalty reduction. That one is, I think, the one that will translate ultimately to a more efficient system or set of algorithms working together, being able, without increasing any specs for the validators, without changing the architecture, translating to more throughput as of today. So starting right now, we could say actually we could say that at least 2 times, 3 times the throughput on average, only by being able to use the computer resources a lot more wisely and efficient, and reduce the waste. Actually, reduce the computational waste inside the system. Pausing here, it seems like nobody's laughing anymore. But actually, I'm leaving this to Benny. I just warmed up, and then I'm sure that.
Thank you. Thank you. I would just zoom out and state the very obvious thing, but the thing that needs to be restated 1,000 times. And I would almost encourage everyone that looks at this, every person in the community, to start celebrating every step done 10 times, 100 times more. Because if we can do that, then all of a sudden the center of gravity, the weight that we put, is not only in the future, is not only on what's following, but we also start to recognize some of the things that are done. And what I mean by this is Andromeda has brought one-shot finality. That was so recently a really big step for the network, one of the biggest since Genesis. Now fast forward a few weeks, and we have another really big upgrade that just makes the network better, simpler, and so on. And of course, we are now ready for the biggest upgrade that we have discussed since the start of the year. And the progress is going really great on it. But then I think another thing that we should normalize and state many, many more times every day is the idea of how much what we're doing needs to be translated. I find more and more that the challenges of great people, brilliant people in different fields, the blessings and the curses have to do with ways that they find to translate what they're thinking and communicate what they're thinking. And then to the extent that they die and no one hears about them, it really is because they've not found those ways to open up the bridge, to just translate, to just simplify. And we need this type of translation that we're doing right now, where we take this great number of lines of code that people have worked, like tens and tens and tens of people from all these different parts of the team have worked for months to get this done. And then everything you have is a few moments where we say, hey, this is done, it's awesome. And then tomorrow we start from scratch and we focus just on the next step and trying to get it done. So I encourage everyone, one, to state much more and remind themselves and remind everyone else of the big upgrades that are done and that we're actually very proud of. And again, big congrats to the different teams, the protocol teams, the API teams, the web teams, and the teams from the community, the validators, the different builders that are always pushing within this feedback loop that comes back and forth. And that's where the beauty lies. Now, to the extent that we can translate some of this and bring it home to all of you so that you can share these moments with us, have some fun, and then while the time lasts, you're also surviving to see, God willing, a bull run, then I think that's just life at its best. Of course, it's painful in the meantime. You'll just get hit in your face every day, as we have been hit for the last 5, 7, whatever years, and some of you have been there with us and have felt all of this. But to just see these moments when something finally gets across the line, gets fully done, and it's an effort by so many people. This is just a great joy of life, and taking it fully in. I mean, this is why we're here, just to translate and share it a bit with you. Lucas?
Yeah, amazing. And I think it's so important. I almost don't want to talk about Supernova because it's so important. I think that we stop and pause and say, this is what's done. Of course,
let's stop one moment and sit for 1 second and not say anything. Just contemplate, exactly. Barnard.
Have a little meditation. Maybe that's a track we'll release.
Yes. We'll put some music on, the meditation music, and then Barnard.
But it's so important, and I'll just reiterate this, right? Like to actually understand how much is being done, how much has been done, how much is still in the works, how much is coming, and yeah, to really congratulate the teams and the validators and the community that has stuck around for this, has made this possible quite literally through their efforts. And so, you know, to anybody watching, if you're here, thank you so much for being here, of course. And I think, yeah, let's keep it short and sweet. The idea was to keep it to about half an hour. We're a little bit over, but that's fine. I'll toss it around just real quick. Most excited about, Andre?
Oh my God. Supernova.
Supernova. One for Supernova.
The one correct answer.
Robert.
Supernova all day long.
Lucian.
Alcoin season. Should it be a technical one, please allow me to correct my answer. Barnard, I would say, given that today is...
Yeah, no. Barnard. See, there's one. Barnard. Benjamin.
The US. The US, bringing Supernova to the US.
I wish I had had a bet on this, because I would have won it. But yes, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for sharing this moment with us, everybody out there. Thank you, Robert, Andre, Lucian, Benjamin, for joining. We will be back very soon with more updates like this. I think this was a fun format. I will end the stream in terms of the guests. I will bring up the raffle graphic just one more time if you want to scan the QR code. For now, guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you, everybody, for the amazing work that went into this. We will see you very soon, and see you on the other end. Thanks so much, everybody. Bye-bye.
Other side, on the other side.
And keep on building.
Take on through.
Take care, guys.
Take care.